I'm so thrilled you're here today because we're about to explore some truly impactful health insights, information that your body will genuinely appreciate. If this is your first time visiting, consider subscribing to become part of our wellness-focused community. A quick like on this video not only supports our work, but also helps us reach more amazing individuals just like you. And I'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below letting me know where you're watching from. Now, if you're over 60 and find yourself waking up multiple times at night just to use the bathroom, you're not alone. While this may seem like just another frustrating aspect of aging, it's actually a significant disruption to your sleep quality and even your independence. Research reveals that nearly 78% of older adults unknowingly make a small but critical mistake before bed that increases the urge to urinate overnight. Fortunately, today you'll discover exactly what you should avoid doing so you can enjoy peaceful, uninterrupted sleep again. These nightly interruptions can drain your energy, leave you feeling irritable, and make it harder to enjoy daily activities. Maybe you've started limiting your fluid intake in the afternoon or avoiding evening outings altogether just to reduce nighttime bathroom visits. But what you may not realize is that the real cause often lies in 5 seemingly harmless daily habits. Habits that are silently contributing to your disrupted sleep. In this video, I'll guide you through each of these hidden culprits and show you how to correct them in a simple, lasting way. But before we dive into these transformative tips, I'd love your support. Please hit that like button if better sleep and quality of life matter to you. And make sure to subscribe so you don't miss future videos that can truly change your sleep habits for the better. Also, I'm curious, how many times do you typically wake up during the night to urinate? Share your experience in the comments. Your input encourages us to keep researching and sharing life-changing information that helps so many. It's important to understand that waking up frequently at night to urinate, known medically as nocturia, isn't just an unavoidable part of growing older. It's actually a strong signal that something in your daily routine might be off balance. And this imbalance can have far more serious consequences than you might think. Scientific studies show that disrupted sleep due to nocturia is associated with a higher risk of falls during the night, heart-related problems, memory loss, and even depression in older adults. When your sleep is interrupted multiple times a night, your body never fully reaches the deeper stages of rest, especially the crucial REM phase, during which memory is processed and the body undergoes essential repair. This lack of restorative sleep doesn't just leave you feeling groggy. It affects your body's ability to heal, weakens your immune function, and accelerates the aging process. Over time, this can reduce your ability to focus, make decisions, and stay physically and mentally active. But here's the good news. For the vast majority of older adults, nocturia isn't the result of a serious medical condition. Instead, it's often triggered by particular habits that can be easily adjusted. Decades of clinical experience in sleep science and elder care have revealed 5 key behaviors that, once addressed, can significantly reduce or even eliminate nighttime bathroom trips. What I'm about to share is grounded in extensive medical research and supported by thousands of success stories. Each strategy is not only practical, but also proven to work. So stay tuned because you're about to learn how to take back your nights and wake up refreshed, energized, and ready to embrace each day fully. Habit number 1. Consuming liquids within 3 hours of bedtime. While it may seem like common sense to avoid drinking water before bed, the truth is a bit more nuanced and surprising. Many people are mindful about limiting plain water at night, but unknowingly consume other sources of fluids that are just as disruptive, or even more so, when it comes to nighttime urination. These hidden liquids often come from foods and drinks people don't typically think of as problematic. Here's what happens in the body. When you ingest any kind of fluid within 3 hours of going to sleep, your kidneys continue to process and filter that liquid, leading to increased urine production, precisely when your body should be winding down. This issue becomes more significant with age, as the body's natural systems slow and become more sensitive to such disruptions. What many older adults don't realize is that high water content foods, such as melons, citrus fruits, soups, and even vegetables, can contribute a significant amount of fluid. Add to that teas, broths, or certain medications with a high liquid volume, and you have a recipe for frequent nighttime awakenings. A great example of this is Margaret, a 72-year-old woman from Phoenix, Arizona. For years, she struggled with waking up 4 or 5 times each night to use the bathroom. She tried various approaches, cutting back on water, trying medications, and even considering surgical options. In her words, "I was desperate. I wasn't sleeping, and I felt like a prisoner to my bladder." What Margaret didn't realize was that her seemingly harmless cup of chamomile tea and her dinner bowl of soup were the main contributors to her problem. Once Margaret adopted the full strategy I'll be sharing, everything changed. Within just 2 weeks, she reduced her nightly bathroom trips to only once, and that single change transformed her entire quality of life. The benefits of reducing fluid intake in the evening go well beyond sleeping better. When you stop overloading your kidneys late in the day, your body naturally increases production of a hormone called vasopressin. This hormone helps concentrate urine and reduce its overall volume during the night, leading to deeper and more restorative sleep. As a result, you wake up feeling refreshed, more energized, and ready to enjoy the day ahead. To put this into practice, try setting a liquid curfew 3 hours before bedtime. For example, if you usually go to bed at 9 p.m., stop all fluid intake, including water, tea, juice, soup, and watery fruits, by 6 p.m. If you have limited mobility, keep a small amount of water at your bedside for emergencies or necessary medication. For those managing diabetes or taking medications that increase thirst, speak with your doctor about adjusting your hydration schedule to focus on the earlier part of the day. Months after making this simple change, Margaret told me, "I can't believe something so basic made such a big difference. I sleep like I did at 50, and I have 3 times the energy. My grandkids can't believe it." Habit number 2, eating dinner too late and consuming natural diuretics. A surprisingly common mistake, one made by around 85% of older adults, is eating dinner too late in the evening and including foods that act as natural diuretics. Without realizing it, many people are unintentionally setting themselves up for multiple bathroom trips during the night simply because of what and when they eat. Your evening meal, along with any late-night snacks, plays a significant role in how your body manages fluid overnight. Eating close to bedtime, especially if your food includes ingredients that stimulate the bladder, causes your body to keep processing and expelling fluids well into the night. As a result, your sleep becomes fragmented by repeated awakenings to urinate. Certain commonly consumed foods contain natural compounds that increase urine production. These include tomatoes, cucumbers, celery, asparagus, watermelon, coffee, green tea, chocolate, and even herbs like parsley and cilantro. While these foods are generally seen as healthy, and many people eat them regularly without a second thought, they can contribute significantly to nighttime urination problems, creating a frustrating cycle that many mistake for an unavoidable part of aging. Here's why this happens. Digestion takes about 3 to 4 hours, and the process becomes even slower when you're lying down. During this time, the diuretic components of certain foods remain in your system longer, prolonging their impact on kidney function. Additionally, foods high in sodium, which are quite common in many diets, cause the body to retain fluids during the day. Then, when you lie down to sleep, the body releases that excess water, increasing nighttime urination. Consider the story of Robert, a 68-year-old retired teacher from Tampa, Florida. For years, he followed a late-night eating schedule, often dining at 8:30 p.m. and snacking around 9:30 p.m. His typical meals included healthy but diuretic-rich foods like cucumbers, tomatoes, and a cup of green tea. Robert told me, "I thought waking up 3 or 4 times every night was just part of getting older, but I was exhausted every day and couldn't think straight." After learning about the connection between meal timing and nocturia, Robert made a few key changes. He shifted his dinner to 6:30 p.m. and cut out all diuretic foods and drinks after 4 p.m. Within just 10 days, he was waking only once per night. 3 weeks later, he was sleeping for up to 6 hours straight without interruption. The change didn't just improve his sleep, it revitalized his daily life. Eating in alignment with your body's natural rhythm offers numerous benefits. Not only can it reduce nighttime urination, but it can also enhance digestion, reduce the likelihood of acid reflux, which also disturbs sleep, and allow your body's metabolism to work more efficiently while you rest. Many people report feeling lighter, less bloated, and more energized in the mornings after making this change. To apply this habit effectively, aim to eat dinner at least 4 hours before your usual bedtime, ideally between 5:30 p.m. and 6:30 p.m. Also make 2 lists, one of foods that support restful sleep, such as lean protein, sweet potatoes, rice, oats, bananas, carrots, and broccoli, and another of sleep saboteurs, diuretic foods and drinks, as well as alcohol. While alcohol may initially make you drowsy, it tends to cause disrupted sleep and frequent urination later in the night. If your schedule or medications require nighttime eating, consult your healthcare provider about how to adjust your routine without compromising your health. Today, Robert says, changing when and what I eat completely transformed my nights. I now have dinner at 6 p.m. and sleep better than I have in years. My wife's amazed. I feel like I'm in my 50s again. Habit number 3, going to the bathroom, just in case, before bed. Many older adults believe that using the bathroom right before sleep, even without feeling a strong urge, is a sensible precaution. However, this seemingly harmless habit is actually one of the most misleading and damaging behaviors that can trap you in a frustrating cycle of nighttime urination or nocturia. What most people don't realize is that this habit can condition the bladder to hold less urine, ultimately making the problem worse. The bladder is a highly adaptable muscular organ that responds to patterns you create through daily routines. When you repeatedly empty it without a genuine need, you train it to expect more frequent emptying at smaller volumes. Over time, this reduces the bladder's ability to stretch and hold a normal amount of urine. As a result, it begins to send full signals to the brain at much lower volumes than it should, sometimes with just 100 to 150 milliliters of urine instead of its usual 300 to 500 milliliter capacity. This creates a false sense of urgency, leading you to believe that you need to urinate when, physiologically, your bladder could hold much more. The cycle repeats itself night after night, disrupting your rest with unnecessary trips to the bathroom. A powerful example of this comes from Dorothy, a 74-year-old widow living in Seattle, Washington. She had developed what she called a safety ritual before going to bed, visiting the bathroom each night whether or not she felt a real urge. "I thought I was being proactive," she told me, "but I ended up making things worse." What happened was that Dorothy unintentionally taught her bladder to signal urgency at lower volumes. She would fall asleep, only to wake up a couple of hours later with what felt like a full bladder, even though it wasn't actually full. Fortunately, Dorothy was able to reverse this pattern using a method known as bladder retraining. By gradually reconditioning her bladder to hold urine for longer intervals and only responding to true signals of fullness, she regained control over her nighttime routine. Within a few weeks, she was regularly sleeping 5 to 6 uninterrupted hours each night. The benefits of breaking this habit are both rapid and profound. As your bladder returns to its natural storage capacity, Nocturia episodes decrease significantly. You'll also regain trust in your body's ability to regulate itself. This confidence can reduce bedtime anxiety and improve the quality of your sleep overall. Many people also report feeling more independent and less controlled by their bodily functions, which brings a renewed sense of empowerment and emotional well-being. To start shifting this habit, follow a simple principle called the real need rule. Only use the bathroom before sleep if you genuinely feel a clear, physical urge to go. If you find yourself heading to the toilet out of habit or anxiety, pause and engage in a relaxing activity for 15 to 20 minutes, such as reading, deep breathing, or listening to calming music. Often, the feeling of needing to urinate will pass, confirming that it wasn't a true signal, but a response to worry or routine. For individuals with a history of incontinence or those taking diuretics, it's important to consult with your healthcare provider. They can guide you through a customized bladder training program suited to your medical needs. And for those with mobility challenges, keeping a portable urinal nearby may offer peace of mind, but be cautious not to use it out of habit or fear. Dorothy later shared how this shift transformed her nights. "I couldn't believe I had created the very problem I was trying to avoid," she said. "Now I trust my body again, and I'm finally getting real rest. I no longer feel like I'm at the mercy of my anxiety." Before we dive into the next powerful tip for reclaiming your nights and improving your well-being, I have an exciting announcement. If you're looking for in-depth guidance on aging well, check out my new ebook, Health and Well-Being for Seniors. It's filled with expert insights on nutrition, fitness, cognitive health, and practical strategies to help you thrive at any stage of life. You'll find the link to download it in the first pinned comment below this video. Don't miss this opportunity to take control of your health and sleep better. Naturally. Habit number 4, poor sleeping position and inadequate pillow support. This insight may surprise you. Few healthcare professionals discuss it, but the way you position your body during sleep and the type of pillows you use can significantly influence how often you wake up at night to urinate. Most older adults are unaware that their sleeping posture may be putting unnecessary pressure on the bladder and hindering circulation, which in turn disrupts the normal function of the urinary system. Sleeping on your stomach or in positions that press on your abdomen can compress your bladder, tricking it into signaling that it's full, even when it's not. This subtle but constant pressure can cause more frequent awakenings throughout the night. In addition, improper pillow placement, especially under the head or between the legs, can interfere with blood flow and venous return, the process through which blood from the legs returns to the heart. When circulation is compromised, fluid that has pooled in the legs during the day gets redistributed into the bloodstream at night. This fluid is processed by the kidneys, increasing urine output, right when your body should be resting. The science behind this is fascinating. Sleeping on your side, particularly the left side, with a pillow between your knees and proper head support helps keep your spine aligned and relieves pressure on the abdomen and bladder. It also enhances blood circulation and supports better kidney function overnight. When the bladder is free from unnecessary compression and fluid redistribution is minimized, the urge to urinate during sleep decreases significantly. Recent research supports this. One study showed that people who adopted a proper sleep position experienced a 30 to 40% reduction in nocturia simply by changing how they sleep. Let me tell you about Frank, a 71-year-old retired military veteran from Denver, Colorado. Having served in the Army for 3 decades, Frank was used to sleeping on his stomach, a habit that continued well into retirement. He found the position comfortable and never thought twice about it. However, he consistently woke up 3 times a night to use the bathroom and was starting to worry about possible prostate issues. He was even planning to see a urologist. After learning about how sleeping posture can affect nighttime urination, Frank decided to experiment. He began transitioning to a side sleeping position, using a supportive pillow between his knees and adjusting his head pillow to maintain a neutral neck position. Within 2 weeks, he cut his nighttime bathroom visits in half, and after a month, he occasionally slept through the night without any interruptions. But the benefits didn't stop there. Frank also reported improvements in back pain, less morning stiffness, and a deeper, more restful sleep. He told me, "Just changing how I sleep has made a world of difference. I feel like I've discovered something that no one ever told me before. If you're ready to make this change yourself, here's how to do it properly. Start sleeping on your side, preferably your left side, as it promotes better circulation and reduces strain on internal organs. Place a medium firm pillow between your knees to keep your spine aligned and reduce hip pressure. Use a head pillow that supports your neck in a neutral position, not tilted too far up or down. If you've been a stomach sleeper for years, don't worry. Transitioning doesn't have to be abrupt. Begin by slightly leaning to one side, using pillows to prop yourself into a more comfortable and supportive angle. With time, your body will adjust. For individuals with joint discomfort or arthritis, specially designed ergonomic pillows or orthopedic cushions can make this change more comfortable and sustainable. If you suffer from sleep apnea or heavy snoring, it's best to avoid sleeping flat on your back, as it can worsen those conditions. Instead, focus on left side sleeping to enhance airflow and reduce pressure on your airway. Frank shared with me not long ago, "Changing something as simple as my sleeping position gave me better sleep and reduced how often I wake up. Even my back feels better. I just wish I'd known this years ago." It's incredible how such a small adjustment, something as simple as how you sleep, can bring about such meaningful improvements to your health, comfort, and energy levels. Before we jump into the next vital habit, I have a quick favor to ask. If you found this information helpful, please show your support by liking this video. It helps us reach more people with valuable, research-based health insights that can truly transform lives. Now get ready to uncover one of the most overlooked reasons your sleep might still be suffering, without you even realizing it. Habit number 5, improper room temperature and unsuitable sleepwear. Among the most overlooked yet incredibly impactful factors influencing nighttime urination, especially for older adults, is the temperature of your bedroom and the type of clothing you wear to sleep. Although this may seem minor, it plays a surprisingly powerful role in either aggravating or relieving nocturia. When managed correctly, it can dramatically reduce nighttime bathroom trips and significantly improve your sleep quality. Many people are unaware that heat, whether from a warm room or thick sleepwear, can disrupt your body's natural overnight processes. Your body's internal temperature regulation is closely tied to hormone production, particularly vasopressin, which helps concentrate urine at night so you don't need to urinate as often. If your body remains too warm while you sleep, this regulatory system becomes imbalanced. When your sleeping environment is too hot, typically above 20 degrees Celsius, 68 degrees Fahrenheit, or when you wear heavy heat-trapping sleepwear, your body struggles to cool down as it naturally should during rest. This condition, known as thermal stress, interferes with both hormone function and circulation. Heat causes blood vessels to dilate and changes how blood flows through the body, leading to more fluids being filtered by the kidneys. The result? Increased urine production during the very hours you want to sleep soundly. In a normal sleep cycle, your core body temperature drops by about 1 to 2 degrees Celsius, roughly 1.5 to 3.5 degrees Fahrenheit. This drop triggers the release of melatonin, which helps you sleep, and vasopressin, which limits urine production. If your sleepwear or room temperature prevents this natural cooling, you interrupt an essential biological mechanism meant to help you sleep through the night. Scientific studies have confirmed this link. People who sleep in environments maintained between 18 degrees Celsius and 20 degrees Celsius, 64 degrees Fahrenheit, to 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Often see up to a 50% reduction in nocturia episodes just by optimizing temperature and sleepwear. Take the story of Eleanor, a 69-year-old retired teacher from Miami, Florida. Living in a warm climate, she always kept her bedroom cozy and avoided air conditioning, opting instead for flannel pajamas, even in summer. "I thought sleeping warm was just my personal preference," Eleanor told me. But she frequently woke up drenched in sweat and urgently needing to use the bathroom, sometimes 4 or 5 times a night. Once Eleanor understood how heat was impacting her nighttime health, she made a few simple changes. She invested in a quiet air conditioning unit and swapped her thick pajamas for breathable cotton ones. The results were almost immediate. Within a week, she was down to just 2 nightly bathroom trips. After 3 weeks, she was often sleeping through the night uninterrupted. But the advantages went well beyond fewer bathroom breaks. Eleanor reported deeper, more restful sleep, a reduction in night sweats, and better morning energy. Many people who make similar adjustments also experience improved hormone regulation, reduced snoring, more stable blood pressure, and fewer hot flashes, especially among postmenopausal women. Implementing this change in your own home doesn't require major investment. Begin by setting your bedroom temperature between 18 degrees Celsius and 20 degrees Celsius, 64 degrees Fahrenheit to 68 degrees Fahrenheit. You can achieve this with air conditioning, a fan, or even by simply opening a window during cooler weather. Switch out synthetic or heavy materials like fleece or polyester for breathable fabrics such as cotton, linen, or bamboo. These materials allow heat to escape and keep your body at a comfortable temperature throughout the night. If you find yourself getting too cold, layer up with light blankets or sleepwear that can easily be adjusted or removed, rather than relying on thick, heat-trapping garments. Cotton sheets are also preferable as they help prevent heat buildup under the covers. For those on a budget, even a simple fan can greatly improve air circulation and nighttime comfort. If you're taking medications that affect how your body regulates temperature, such as certain antidepressants, blood pressure medications, or hormone therapies, consult with your doctor for personalized advice. Eleanor told me months later, "I can't believe such a small change, just adjusting the room temperature, solved a problem I had for years. I feel younger, more rested, and have so much more energy. It truly changed my life." Isn't it remarkable how something as basic as air temperature and sleepwear can have such a big impact? Final thoughts. Now that you've learned about the 5 common habits that may be disturbing your sleep, let's focus on how to apply these changes in a practical and lasting way. When these adjustments are made together, they can significantly reduce nocturia and help you regain your ability to enjoy full, uninterrupted nights of sleep, leading to more energized, productive, and fulfilling days. What's truly empowering about these strategies is that they give you full control over your own well-being. You don't need costly treatments, medications, or invasive procedures. All it takes is the willingness to shift a few everyday routines, some of which you may not have even realized were contributing to the issue. It's important to remember that your body is incredibly resilient. When you create the right conditions, it knows how to repair and restore itself. No matter your age or current situation, it's never too late to improve your sleep quality. In fact, you may start noticing positive changes from the very first night you begin applying these habits. My hope is that what you've learned today doesn't just help you, but also brings comfort and support to someone you care deeply about. If you've stayed with me this far, it shows how much you value your health, and that inspires me to continue sharing science-based insights that truly make a difference in people's lives. Thank you for joining us. To stay updated and never miss out on new tips that can help you live better, be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. That way, you'll always be among the first to access new discoveries that could improve your sleep, energy, and overall health. Until we meet again, take care of yourself with kindness, awareness, and the confidence that you're making choices that support a better and more vibrant life.